Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Democrat of New York, pressured Republicans to name the specific crime they are accusing President Biden of as they proceed with their impeachment inquiry. Ocasio-Cortez noted the recent arrest of a former FBI informant for lying to the agency, fabricating the claim that Biden accepted a bribe while vice president to take actions to benefit the Ukrainian energy company that his son served on the board of. At this point, the story isn't the fact that the basis of this impeachment inquiry is wrong. The story is why it is proceeding anyway, she asked, saying Republicans have no charges. I have yet to hear in the chairman's opening the allegation that they are specifically charging the President of the United States with. I am hearing about the Biden family. I am hearing about this and that. I am not hearing the specific allegation by this committee. What is it? It is not here, and that is the problem, she said. The story is when this committee knew they were working with falsified evidence. That is the story. Wednesday's hearing comes as a number of Republicans have become more openly critical of the probe, expressing doubt about whether it would lead to a formal impeachment trial. Republicans invited two witnesses Wednesday with little connection to Hunter Biden's business dealings. Tony Bobulinski briefly worked with Hunter Biden, though the two were working on never came to fruition. He later became aligned with allies from President Trump, attending a presidential debate at his invitation. He is now represented by an attorney who represented numerous Trump White House aides before a January 6th subcommittee. Jason Galanis, who is currently incarcerated related to fraud charges brought in an indictment alongside Hunter Biden's former business partner, said he worked with the president's son, but that is in dispute. Hunter Biden said he only briefly met Galanis several years ago. So the actual charges are there are none. The charges are we want to make sure that Biden looks bad ahead of his 2024 campaign, or at least we're going to try to make him look bad before his 2024 campaign gets under wraps or into high gear. And we don't really have him on any actual corruption charge. So we're going to try to see if we can catch his admittedly much stupider son doing something and see if that'll tie back to him. And so far it has not. She mentions the falsified evidence. That should be the main thing they're talking about, along with the fact that and we've discussed this before, but I think there's something wrong with living in a country where people have supposed representatives, and you have all these different issues affecting people. You have these jobs that don't want to hire people for full-time shifts, or if they do hire them, it's not enough money to pay for the ridiculous cost of housing. These gas prices, food prices. I mean, there's so much stuff that affects people, and instead of addressing any of that, which is all of these are very real issues that are impacting human beings in America on a daily basis. We're going to spend multiple years, arguably, really since Biden just, like, when he took office, they were already talking about impeaching him. I'm not even joking. We're going to spend multiple years going after Biden for supposed corruption. And when that turns up no results, when that doesn't lead to anyone's life being improved or better, we're going to then say, well, see, the Democrats in that do-nothing Congress, the Democrats and their corrupt president stopped us from being able to do anything. But they didn't want to do anything. The only thing the Republicans have been successful in doing in the last 10 years that will have any merit and remembrance whatsoever is repealing Roe v. Wade. I can almost guarantee with certainty that when people are writing about the Biden presidency, they're not going to talk about his massive corruption that he was able to get away with for 4 years, and how his allies like AOC were questioning how there was no evidence, even though there was so much of it. They're going to talk about these Trump disciples that wanted revenge for Trump getting impeached, so they tried to impeach his successor, but it was harder to do that with someone who they can't get on anything, so they have to try to use his family members, the Biden crime family, to try and actually hope that they can get a result that is still not actually leading to anything. But like I said, it's sad that in America we have people who call themselves our representatives, and this is your representation. They're going to spend months and years trying to impeach a president, and then when that fails, they want you to give them another term so they can spend another 2 years doing the exact same thing. And then when that goes nowhere, it just repeats itself over and over. Just an embarrassment.